Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content we'll be covering today will be in the sport of boxing. In today's bonus segment, I'll be sharing my thoughts on Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora, the fight that will be taking place in the later part of 2024. So last week this fight was announced that in the super welterweight division we will see Sebastian Fundora defend his WBC world title against Errol Spence, and Errol Spence return fight to the sport of boxing. It's targeted for the fall, maybe October, around that time frame. Nothing is confirmed yet, but it should be taking place, and as you guys see in the poster behind me, in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium and Jerry's World. So this is going to be a big fight to take place in the later part of 2024. And I know you guys out there watching, listening might say, well, Sebastian Fundora is a unified champion holding the WBC and WBO world titles, but I get to that in a few moments. But my thoughts on Errol Spence versus Sebastian Fundora taking place at the super welterweight division. I do believe that this is going to be a good fight in store to happen in the later part of 2024 in the sport of boxing. I think it's really a good test on both sides for this future super welterweight fight, because you get to see Errol Spence in his return back to the sport of boxing. Errol Spence has always said he doesn't do tune-up fights, and fighting Sebastian Fundora is definitely not a tune-up fight after coming back from a devastating loss that he suffered against Terrence Bud Crawford last year in the sport of boxing. And I think it's going to be a first good title defense, WBC title defense for Sebastian Fundora. Like I just said, I believe that Sebastian Fundora will eventually be stripped of the WBO world title, because if you guys follow the sport of boxing, he was actually supposed to fight Terrence Crawford, who's moving up from the welterweight division to the super welterweight division. So he was actually supposed to defend the title against Crawford first, but has decided to go the Errol Spence route. So I do believe he's going to have to vacate that title. But Sebastian Fundora did look very impressive against Tim Tszyu in his last fight. And there's a lot of question marks here, because will Sebastian Fundora be able to handle Errol Spence's power? Will he be able to handle his southpaw style? Will he be able to take punishment to the body? That's what Errol Spence likes to dish out. And then for Errol Spence, will he be able to adjust to Sebastian Fundora's style? Height-wise, reach-wise, he has the number there against Errol Spence. And I think this fight, looking at this division, I really feel like this fight, the winner of this fight, could dictate how the division plays out at the super welterweight division, because you have guys like Terrence Crawford who's moving up to the division. You got Virgil Ortiz, you got Tim Tszyu, you got Israel Madrimov. Israel Madrimov, who will be fighting Terrence Crawford August 3rd. You got Erickson Lubin, Jermell Charlo, if he could get his ass in check and get himself back into the boxing ring. He'll be a factor in this division once again. So whoever wins this world title fight by the end of 2024 between Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora will be in line to answer to a lot of good contenders in this division. This could be a division that heats up and towards the end of 2024, maybe early 2025. But I'm definitely looking forward to this fight between Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora. To me, that's the perfect fight to make right now at the super welterweight division. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.